Norway might be a mystery to some people, but when it comes to beautiful women, this is a secret they can't keep. So I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to get your hands on one of them. Starting with what all of you love the most, and that is physical beauty. Now, obviously, naturally, they come in every shape and size. But when we dig into the numbers, you'll discover that 60 to 80% of them have blue eyes, with obviously the other colors varying. And around 75% of them have blonde hair, with the remaining being black, brown, and red, which makes it pretty easy to spot where they come from. But what's going to catch your eyes is how absolutely beautiful their smile is. I mean, talk about an inviting face. It's like spotting a beautiful woman in the club, and before you could even move a muscle, she's already smiling in your direction. This makes them extremely approachable, and it absolutely raises their attraction level. Now, height-wise, she's probably gonna be around 5'5", because that's around the average for women in Norway. So you'll find a very compact beauty. Oh, and don't worry if you're into taller women, because they do produce some stunning runway models. And you know how tall they have to be. Now, fitness and health is definitely a focus point for them. So you'll find the vast majority of them are in shape. So you'll be able to go out and be extremely active with your girl. And if you're lucky, the two of you might be able to produce an athlete or two. And speaking of fitness, they love hiking and nature. And that should not come as a shock because their country is absolutely beautiful, with places that look like they jumped out of a painting. So obviously, if that's the way you're living, you're going to want to go take a walk or go skiing. All I ask is that you be able to keep up. So you might need to get your cardio right if you're going to go for a Norwegian beauty. Now, finding one might be a little easy because they live everywhere around the world, especially neighboring countries and the United States. But if you're going directly to the source, you'll discover that they have around 5 million people living in the country, with half of them being women. So we're not going to have a shortage anytime soon. But you have to be in the game to win the game. Now, when it comes to the actual relationship, you're going to find yourself a kind-hearted woman. Because culturally, that's the type of people they are. So just know you're going to have somebody that treats you with respect and compassion. But I'm going to give you a heads up that she's probably going to like the house cold. So don't think you're going to move her into a hot box. And that's good with me because I like the house freezing. Plus, you have to remind yourself that they're used to surviving rough conditions. So be it cold or trying times, she is going to be by your side the whole time. And when it comes to starting a family, they put on a world-class show. I mean, women from Norway are just successful at it. So you can expect a child that's ready for the world and one that's extremely happy. Only thing I worry about is the food, because they have some very interesting dishes. But hey, I only eat plants, so who am I to judge? Now financially, they come from a very wealthy country, so it wouldn't be fair for you to move her to the slums. And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't go for it. So before you make your move, make sure you have all your ducks in line. And that's why I preach pushing for success. Family, the goal is to be happy and stable. That way you can invite somebody into your life that brings even more value. So I'm begging you, get on your grind. Now you also have to know that they like to party and they love going out and having a good time. So you might find yourself dancing in a club or just sitting around a group of people having great conversation. And this is why I believe they have a great life balance. I mean, they know when to play and when to get the work done. And that is what makes life so enjoyable. Also, personality-wise, they're very trustworthy. And rarely will you have to worry about her going crazy on you, because they come from a country that has a very low crime rate. So you won't have to deal with random trauma. Only thing that bothers me is the fact that they own more cats than dogs. I mean, my Norwegians, why is that? Have you not seen how cute dogs are? This is hurting my heart, but I digress. Now, a woman from Norway will always stay connected to family. So just know you're going to merge yours and hers, and you're going to create something even greater. But if you plan on being a true international man, it's only right that you learn even more about other cultures. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by clicking on that video that just popped up. And I'll see you on the next one.